really mean to be generous? When we hear the word generous, many people immediately think about money. We imagine someone donating money, buying something for another person, supporting a family, or giving a financial assistance. And yes, financial generosity is wonderful when it comes from a sincere heart. But generosity is much bigger than money. A person can have a very little and still have an incredibly generous heart. Someone might share the little food they have. Someone might give their seat to an elderly person. Someone might spend hours helping a friend. Someone might teach another person a skill without asking for payment. Someone might encourage somebody who has lost hope. These are all forms of generosity. Generosity begins with the heart. It is the willingness to say, I have something that may help you, and I am willing to share it. But there is something else we must understand. Being generous does not mean allowing people to use you. It does not mean sacrificing your entire life for people who continuously take advantage of you, and it certainly doesn't mean giving because you are afraid someone will leave you. True generosity comes from love, not fear. So let's talk about 10 important lessons about generosity. Number 1 is generosity start with kindness. The first step towards becoming generous is becoming kind. You don't need to be rich to be kind. You don't need a perfect life to help someone. Sometimes, generosity starts with something as simple as saying, "Are you okay?" Think about how powerful those words can be when someone is struggling. Maybe someone is having a difficult day, but nobody has noticed. Your simple question could remind them that someone cares. A smile can be generous. A compliment can be generous. Listening can be generous. Giving someone encouragement can be generous. We often underestimate small acts because they don't cost us money. But remember, something doesn't have to be expensive to be valuable. Sometimes what people need most is not money. They need someone who cares. They need someone who believes in them. They need someone who listens. They need someone who reminds them that they are not alone. So never think that your small act of kindness doesn't matter. You may never know how deeply it affected someone. Number 2 is generosity is about giving without expecting something back. One of the most beautiful form of generosity is giving without expecting a reward. If you help someone only because you expect them to help you later, that's more like a transaction. True generosity says, I'm helping you because I want to help you. Not, I'm helping you because I expect something from you. This doesn't mean we should allow people to take advantage of us. It means our intention should be sincere. If you give someone a gift, don't constantly remind them what you gave. If you help someone, don't use help as a weapon against them later. If you forgive someone, don't give bringing the mistake back every time you argue. Give because your heart tells you to give. And if someone appreciates it, be grateful. If they don't learn the lesson and continue your life. Your kindness should not depend entirely on someone else's reaction. Number 3 is you can be generous with your time. One of the most valuable things you can give someone is your time. Money can sometimes be replaced. Things can be purchased again, but time cannot be returned. When you give someone your time, you are giving them a part of your life. Think about parents who spend time raising their children. friends who stay on the phone with someone who is struggling, a partner who listens after a difficult day, a person who visits an elderly family member. These moments may look ordinary, but they are incredibly valuable. Sometimes people don't remember what you bought them, but they remember that you were there. They remember that you listened. They remember that you show up. So, don't underestimate the generosity of your presence. Sometimes being there is the gift. Number 4 is be generous with your knowledge. If you know something that can help another person, consider sharing it. Maybe you learn a skill, maybe you made mistake and learn important lesson, maybe you built a successful business, maybe you learn how to overcome a difficult period in your life. Your experience can become someone else's lesson. Don't be afraid to teach. Don't think, why should I tell them what I know? When we share knowledge, we don't become smaller. We help someone else grow. Imagine teaching someone a skill that allows them to earn a living. Imagine giving advice that prevents someone from making a serious mistake. Imagine encouraging someone to believe in themselves. Your knowledge could become a turning point in another person's life. So if you have something valuable to teach, share it. Number 5 is generosity does not mean saying yes to everything. This is one of the most important lessons. You can have a generous heart and still say no. You can love people and still have boundaries. You can help someone without destroying yourself. Sometimes people misunderstand generosity. They believe that being a good person means always saying yes, but that's not true. If you are constantly giving beyond your ability, you can become exhausted, resentful, and emotionally drained. And eventually, you may have nothing left to give. Healthy generosity requires wisdom. Before helping someone financially, ask yourself, can I genuinely afford this? Before making a major sacrifice, ask, I'm helping because I truly want to, or because I afraid to disappoint someone. Before you respectedly risking someone, ask, I am helping them become stronger, or I am preventing them from becoming independent. There is nothing wrong with protecting your own well-being. Boundaries don't make you selfish. Sometimes saying no is necessary so that your yes can remain sincere. Number 6 is be generous but don't let people use you. This is especially important in a relationship and friendship. Some people have beautiful hearts and want to help everyone. Unfortunately, there are also people who recognize kindness and try to take advantage of it. They may always ask for money. They may only contact you when they need something. They may make you feel guilty whenever you say no. They may make you believe that if you really love them, you would keep giving. That's not healthy. Love should not be measured by how much you can provide financially. A genuine relationship should include respect, appreciation, honesty, and mutual effort. So, learn to recognize the difference between helping someone and being used by someone. You can say, I care about you, but I can't do that. You can say, I want to help, but this is what I can realistically offer. You can say, I love you, but I also need to take care of myself. Those those statements don't make you a bad person. They make you a person with healthy boundaries. Number 7, generosity can change someone's day. Never underestimate your influence. You may think your actions are small, but what is that small action in exactly what someone needed? Imagine someone walking through a terrible day and they feel discouraged, they feel invisible, then you smile at them. You say something encouraging. You tell them, don't give up. You're going to get through this. You may forget that moment tomorrow, but they might remember it for years. Then the powers of kindness. You don't always know that someone is carrying inside. So whenever possible, choose kindness. Be patient, be respectful, speak gently. You never know whose life you might touch. Number 8 is generosity should also include forgiveness. Forgiveness can be one of the hardest things to give. When someone hurts us, our natural reaction may be anger. We want them to understand how much pain they cause. Sometimes we want revenge, but holding on to anger can become a burden. Forgiveness doesn't mean saying that what happened was acceptable. It doesn't mean you have to trust someone again. And it doesn't mean you have to return to a harmful relationship. Forgiveness can simply mean I refuse to allow what happened to control the rest of my life. Sometimes forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. You release the anger, you learn the lesson, you establish boundaries, and you move forward. That is also a form of generosity, generosity toward your own heart. Number 9 is generosity starts at home. Sometimes we can't to help the entire world, but don't forget the people close to us. Don't forget your family, don't forget your partner, don't forget your friends, don't forget the people who support you when you have nothing. Generosity can begin with the people sitting beside you. Call your parents, check on a friend, help your family, thank someone who will support you. Tell the people you love that you appreciate them. Don't wait for a special occasion. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes we assume we have a plenty of time, but we don't know how much many opportunities we'll have to say thank you, I love you, I appreciate you. Give those words while you have the opportunity. Number 10 is give with wisdom and a good heart. Finally, learn to give wisely. Generosity is beautiful, but wisdom protects generosity. You don't have to give everything you have. You don't have to solve everyone's problems. You don't have to carry everyone's responsibilities. Give what you can. Give what you genuinely want to give. Give without destroying your own futures. And remember that sometimes the best thing you can give someone is not money. Maybe it's encouragement. Maybe it's a knowledge. Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe it's your time. Maybe it's forgiveness. Maybe it's simply your present. The greatest generosity isn't always the biggest gift. Sometimes it's the gift that arrives exactly when someone needs it. If you are watching this today and you're someone who has always tried to help others, I want to say something to you. Please don't become bitter just because someone didn't appreciate your kindness. Don't allow one ungrateful person to convince you that kindness is useless. Your good heart is valuable, but protect it. Be kind, but be wise. Love people, but have boundaries. Help others, but don't forget yourself. Give when you can, but don't feel guilty when you cannot. You are not responsible for fixing everyone. You are not responsible for carrying everyone's problems, and you don't have to prove your worth by constantly sacrificing yourself. Your value doesn't come from how much you give. You are valuable simply because you are a human being deserving of dignity and respect. So continue being kind, continue helping when you can, continue encouraging people, but remember to take care of yourself too. Before we finish to this video, I want you to remember this. Generosity is not about having more than everyone else. It's about being willing to share that you have. You can give money, you can give time, you can give knowledge, you can give encouragement, you can give compassion, you can give forgiveness, you can give hope. And sometimes the most generous thing you can give someone is simply your attention. It's in a world where many people are struggling with loneliness, stress, disappointment, and uncertainty, kindness matters more than we realize. So today, I challenge you to do one generous thing, help someone, encourage someone, listen to someone, share something, forgive someone, or simply remind someone that they matter. Don't do it for attention. Don't do it for praise. Do it because you have a good heart. Because when you make someone else's life a little brighter, you also bring more light into your own. And remember, you don't have to be rich to be generous. You don't have to be perfect to be kind. You don't have to change the whole world to make a difference. Sometimes changing one person day is already enough. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If this message touched your heart, please share with someone who may need to hear it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Belinda Muniham Adventures, and turn on notification bell to more motivational and meaningful content. Take care of yourself, keep your heart kind, keep your mind strong, keep with wisdom, love with sincerity. And always remember that even so small act of kindness can create a big impact. Until next time, God bless you, stay safe, stay positive, and never stop believing that your kindness can make a difference. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you more.